The nation's two largest teacher unions want schools to revise or eliminate active shooter drills.
Some believe they can harm students' mental health and that there are better ways to prepare for the possibility of a school shooting.
Sydney Glenn talked with parents and teachers about the controversial issue.
Schools should not be a scary place.
I've got one victim.
Fear of a shooting taking place on a campus, in a classroom, in a lunchroom, plagues our nation.
It does happen, so it is a worry, I think, for everyone.
About 95% of public schools across the nation have some sort of active shooter or lockdown drill in place, the National Center for Education Statistics reports. But now, two major teacher unions and an advocacy group are questioning these drills.
The research out there has shown that in places that we've had these incidences in school with violence, that the lockdown drills and things like that really didn't have that big of an impact on how it was handled.
Bill Acey is the president of the American Federation of Teachers Utah chapter. He says research shows these drills can do more harm than good.
If they're very realistic, if they are not announced beforehand, if they're not planned, it can really traumatize students.
That's why the AFT, along with the National Education Association and an advocacy group, Everytown for Gun Safety, say they do not recommend these drills for students and ask that if the drills are done, that they take steps to minimize harm.
It's a balancing act.
Most parents we spoke with, however, have been happy with the drills. Kayla Whittle says her kindergarten wasn't afraid at all.
There was a lot of curiosity. She had 1,000 questions, and we had some really good discussions about just sometimes there are bad things that can happen.
Just review our 7 habits and talk about what they are and why they're important.
First things first.
At the end of the day, everyone just wants schools to be a safe place.
And over on our Facebook page, we want to know if you think active shooter drills in schools do more harm than good. So far, about 27% of you say they do, while the other 73% said that they don't. Let us know where you stand. You can find us by searching KFDX.